Hello gamers, this is Valley25 here, going to go ahead and do a video on how to solo Terramorphous The Invincible. I'll be doing this on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode while using the Commando. At the end of the battle, I'll do a video breakdown of my weapons of choice, my gear, and where to obtain these items, along with Terramorphous' attack pattern, and my strategy and how to implement it. Enjoy!
Throwing masher! Chew 'em up! Grenade! Tossing grenade!
So this is how I defeat Terramorphous The Invincible, and it takes me about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Now my secondary weapon that I use is the Interfacer. It's dropped from Voracidous, the Invincible boss of the Hammerlock DLC. I use the fire element, and I pretty much just use this to take out the tentacles. My primary choice weapon is going to be the Swift Lead Storm, and this is sold by the Crystal Vendor in the Hammerlock DLC. You want to make sure it has the Swift prefix. In my description I'll explain what all the different prefixes are for this gun, but the Swift for this increases bullet speed, which allows your projectiles to shoot further. Now the Beast Shield, I pretty much just use this just for the amp damage that it does. It's dropped from the Tree Ants, Hunter Hellquest, Pyro Pete, the Ancient Dragons. The Crossfire is in the Torque DLC. The Seraph Crystal Vendor there sells that, and I'm just using this to slag Terramorphous. I'm just spamming that, and that's my primary way of slagging Terramorphous. The Bone of the Ancients is dropped from the Loot Midgets, and the fire damage and the cooldown rate works great, but the fire damage that it does with the assault rifle is a great combination. The Legendary Class mod is great because the fire rate, gun damage, and cooldown rate, and plus you can't beat the extra 5 points in all your first tier perks in your build. So let's look at my build. Now over in Sentry, I want that additional 20 seconds duration, and the additional burst is a great add as well. Now for Ready, I want to spend more time shooting than I am reloading, so I pretty much always put 10 in here, but Terramorphous doesn't say slag long, so that's why I like that. Willing, again, I want to take advantage of that B shield. This is, again, Scorch is for the additional rockets. It does a little bit more damage, but is it worth the 1 point? I'm not sure. You could actually add that to another category if you want. Onslaught compared with Metal Storm, when you kill a tentacle, if Terramorphous is still slagged, I attack Terramorphous. If not, I try to take out the tentacles and then go back to Terramorphous. Grenader, I'm always spamming my grenade because the primary way I'm slagging Terramorphous is because of my grenades. So I just pretty much spam that. When you kill a tentacle, he drops like 5 or 6. Crisis Management, this is a decent perk, but it only comes into effect when your shields are depleted. The double up, this allows me to have 2 barrels in the same turret, so instead of throwing 2 turrets, I'm only throwing 1 turret. Now Impact, this allows me to do more gun damage. Expertise, I just kind of pick this just if I have to switch between my primary and my secondary. Metal Storm, again with Onslaught, if you kill a tentacle and Terramorphous is still slagged, go out Terramorphous. If not, take out the other tentacles and get right back to Terramorphous. Overload, 50% magazine size on that Swift gun is a great perk to have to that, or any assault rifle really. Now Battlefront, again, this allows me to do more DPS, more damage while my turrets are deployed. Now the longbow, what I like about this is increases the health of my turrets because I'm not throwing 2 turrets, I'm throwing 1, and it allows me to throw my turrets far, so I don't have to run to the spot I want to deploy it and then run away. Healthy, the increased percent health, you can't beat that, and then preparation. And what I like about this, again, I'm only adding 1 point, but the class mod is make it to 6. Just to show you that my badass rank is turned off, so you can beat this. I like to try to beat all the boss without having your badass rank enabled. Now, I'm going to start off at this point on this rock, and then I'm going to move over and throw 3 or 4 grenades just before the ground stops shaking as Terramorphous comes up, and then I'm going to throw my turret right on the right hand side. Now, when Terramorphous comes up out of the ground the 3rd time, I'm going to want to position myself right over here because he's going to actually have a tentacle come out on the ground right there. So I want to position myself so I'm fighting Terramorphous, and if that tentacle comes up, I can actually kill that tentacle in the process of me already attacking Terramorphous. Then I go over and I try to close my distance and get the interfacer out and take the tentacle to the left, and then take the 2 tentacles to the right. Now, just to show you, this is how you do it legit, but there is a little glitch rock, I guess, over here that you can hide behind and sometimes not take any damage behind the attacks. But I'm showing you how to do it without badass ranks and do it legit. Hope you guys liked my video. Let me know your feedback in your comments below. Thanks.